For every Jon Haynes or Colton Haynes, there is another gay actor that goes under the radar, especially back in the day when actors had to hide their sexuality from the world. In this week's video, I'm counting down my picks for the top 10 gay actors from the 70s, 80s and 90s we kind of forgot about. I know this isn't a comprehensive list, and I'm planning on doing a second video in the series in the near future, if this video gets enough views. I bet you weren't expecting that intro. You were probably expecting Linda to say, "Follow the yellow brick road." But anyway, let's get back to the video.
What I was thinking was, my astronomy club is having an awards banquet in 3 weeks. Would you like to come? I'll pay for your trip and everything. And
when I say the name Stephen Geoffreys, or Sam Ritter as he's also known, Fright Night is probably not the only movie that comes to mind. He starred in several horror movies from the 80s, including 976 Evil starring Robert Englund. Despite being listed as one of 12 promising new actors of 1985 in John Willis's Screen World Volume 37, this actor has basically faded into obscurity as the 80s drew to a close. And I think his decline in popularity was greatly due to the fact that he declined an offer to reprise his role in Fright Night 2.
I don't know. I've regretted ever meeting you boys so far.
That, and of course the fact that he started to branch out into other entertainment genres, if you know what I mean. But for those of you who don't know, he took on the stage name of Sam Ritter and made the shift into adult entertainment, starring in over 70 films between 1989 and 2003. Tom McBride might not be someone many people are familiar with, but he was a promising actor and model who was active between 1981 and 1995. But during this period he only appeared in 3 movies, including Friday the 13th Part 2, which is probably his best known role. Not much is known about this actor except the fact that he was openly gay and worked mostly as a billboard model for Winston cigarettes. McBride passed away on September 24, 1995 at the age of 42 due to AIDS complications.
She told me that my real name was Adam Alexander Carrington.
The 80s. What a time to be alive. The TV shows were the best they ever were, especially with primetime soap operas like Dynasty. Do you remember Dynasty? If the answer is yes, then you probably remember Adam Carrington portrayed by Gordon Thomson.
Exclusively from Tuxedo Junction, the Black Diamond Dynasty Tuxedo, created expressly for Adam Carrington and available only at Tuxedo Junction.
This Canadian actor started his career by starring in the Canadian TV series High Hopes in 1978, before making the switch to American daytime soap operas when he took a role in Ryan's Hope in 1981. But most people remember him from his most iconic role of Adam Carrington on Dynasty, a role he portrayed between 1982 and 1989. The decision to create the character of Adam Carrington was to introduce a male villain in the series. Audience and critics immediately fell in love with Gordon Thomson's portrayal, a somewhat love-hate relationship. He was one of those 80s TV villains we love to hate, and chances are the show wouldn't have been the same without him. Thomson came out as gay in 2017.
When we shot it, they were initially going to duplicate, I believe, the opening of The Godfather.
Jon Polito was an American actor with a career spanning 35 years. One of his most prominent roles was that of Detective Steve Crossetti in the first 2 seasons of Homicide: Life on the Street. But this actor wasn't just a one-trick pony and has appeared in many notable movies and TV shows throughout his career, most of which were manly, masculine roles, including roles in Miller's Crossing, The Crow, Blank Man, Miami Vice, the series of course, not the movie, Tales from the Crypt, Murder, She Wrote, and his final appearance being in 2018's The Maestro. Though his sexuality never took center stage or became topic for discussion during interviews, Polito was openly gay. In 2015, he married his lifelong partner and fellow actor, Daryl Armbruster, after being together for 15 years. Bradley Darrell Wong, better known as BD Wong, is a Tony Award-winning actor who has had a long acting career spanning various genres, including a recurring role in the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movie franchise.
Walking out of Jurassic Park thinking that the character was totally underserved and thinking, well, you know, nobody cared about him.
Despite making several small appearances in movies since 1986, Wong gained wide attention for his Broadway debut in 1988's M. Butterfly, opposite John Lithgow.
And the winner is BD Wong.
The play won multiple awards, including several for Wong, who decided to stop using his full name and simply go by his initials. Over the years, he has built up an impressive resume of acting credits, including the HBO prison drama Oz, Law & Order Special Victims Unit, Mr. Robot, Gotham, and American Horror Story. In 2000, Wong and his then partner, talent agent Richie Jackson, welcomed a baby boy through surrogacy. Their son, Jackson Fu, came out as gay in 2015. Colman Domingo rose to prominence in 2011, despite starting his acting career all the way back in 1995. Most people probably recognize him from his role on the zombie apocalypse series, Fear the Walking Dead. His character, which was a minor one at first, received positive feedback from viewers and was eventually made a series regular in Season 2. Since then, he has branched out into writing and directing, and has also received a Primetime Emmy Award for his guest appearance on Euphoria. Domingo met his life partner, Raul, in 2005, and they got married 9 years later in 2014. Thomas Dekker is one of those underappreciated actors who went mostly under the radar for most viewers. His most prominent role was that of John Connor in the TV series Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles. He started his acting career as a child actor, making his debut at the age of 6 in the soap The Young and the Restless. He went on to star in various TV shows of the 90s, including the Disney Channel original Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which aired for 3 seasons between 1997 and 2000. During a 2011 interview with Out magazine, Dekker danced around the subject of his sexuality, neither denying nor confirming that he was gay. Dekker finally came out publicly as gay in 2017 and married Canadian actor Jesse Haddock in April that same year. Jack Noseworthy is one of those promising actors who seem to have had a promising career back in the 90s. One of his first prominent roles was in the 1993 movie Alive, starring Ethan Hawke. He was also one of those handsome teenage hunks we all had a crush on, and had notable roles in shows like MTV's Dead at 21, in which he starred as a lead character who learned on his 20th birthday that he's gonna die at 21. He starred in a handful of big-budget Hollywood movies including Idle Hands, Breakdown, and Event Horizon. But for some reason, this openly gay actor has gone mostly under the radar for the entirety of his career, which is such a shame. Do you remember this actor? Let me know in the comments. Believe it or not, this muscular actor began his career as a ballet dancer in Australia before becoming a model. He was discovered by renowned photographer Vladimir Bliok in 1973 while touring Europe with the Australian Ballet, and decided to leave the ballet world behind to pursue modeling. As a model, he often worked with designers like Gianni Versace and appeared on the covers of magazines like Vogue and GQ. As the 80s approached, he decided to branch out into acting by taking some acting lessons. And before long, he landed his first leading role in the 1984 made-for-TV movie Samson and Delilah.
Anthony Hamilton, the actor who has replaced the late John Eric Hexum on the TV series Cover Up, met the media today at a press conference. Scott Osborne was there.
And that same year, he took over as the lead in the series Cover Up, replacing John Eric Hexum, who died earlier that year after an on-set accident. Producers were hesitant to cast Hamilton in the role, as they were afraid his sexuality would overshadow the character, as Hamilton was gay in real life. But after Hexum's death, the show struggled and CBS cancelled Cover Up in 1985. Hamilton continued acting until his untimely death in 1995 at the age of 42 after contracting AIDS-related pneumonia. His resume included the 1988 remake of Mission Impossible, which aired for 2 seasons. If you're asking who's Timothy Patrick Murphy, you most likely didn't watch Dallas. Murphy started his acting career in his late teens by starring in commercials, but his big break was when he was cast in the 1978 miniseries Centennial. He went on to star in smaller roles on TV shows like Quincy M.E., Chips, Teachers Only, Hotel and The Love Boat before landing the recurring role of Mickey Trotter on Dallas. Although his role was a minor one that lasted only 27 episodes, his time and performance on Dallas was memorable. It seems like Murphy's career never really gained traction as he mostly starred in small roles on TV until his death in 1988. He passed away from AIDS complications at the age of 29, and though he's gone long before his time and many might not have heard of him, I think it's important that we try and preserve his legacy. Thank you for watching this video. Here's another top 10 list that I think you might enjoy, so why not check out that one out? And as always, click like and subscribe so you can stay up to date as soon as I post new videos. It's also the
Let's try that again.
It's also the easiest way to support this channel. I'll see you in the next video.